Hello everyone! Welcome to the live stream of the Renegade June Con. Be exciting to see what we get. And they pretty. You want troopers to have more defense? How's the volume? Perfect. It's always the question, do we have good volume? Well, is there any speculations of anything else that's going to be coming out? Yeah, predictions. Let's do predictions on the Deathwalker. What do we think the Deathwalker is going to have? I mean, it seems like he's Deathwalker 10,000, so I think he'll have 10 defense. Elephant. The dream. Elephants and skeletons, right? That's like the most asked for thing. Transformers or Power Rangers? I mean, they both work with those IPs. That'd be pretty interesting. Auto wound protection? That could be nice. And isn't that what the VC infantry do for the Deathwalkers if they're next to them? I predict Deathwalker has some way to prevent damage from non-attacks like Sudema. That'd be terrible if she could kill him on such a low 220. Yeah, that'd be it would be helpful. I think that'd be a good idea. Yeah, the Zen infantry, so maybe they'll have that ability on their own. Resurrected by Revna. So now it's a Revna hero. Revna warrior. I don't know. I really like G.I. Joe, so if they announced any other G.I. Joe, I would be all for it, but that's just me. And I got into the lore a lot, and I've been watching the TV show with 3D Scaper, my son, Damon, and he loves it. And it's fun, because there's just so much lore that you can get from watching these shows. Oh, here we go.
What is up, Renegades? Welcome back to another RenegadeCon. My name is Anais. I'm a product development specialist here at Renegade, and I'm joined once again by our producer for Heroscape, Lee Huff.
Hey everyone! As always, super excited to be back with even more Heroscape reveals.
Today we've got brand new army expansions, new promos, and some really exciting surprises for longtime fans of the game.
Yeah, so without jumping the gun too much, I can say there's a really fun mix of brand new content and some familiar faces returning today.
Sam Brown.
As always, thank you all so much for the incredible support for Heroscape this year. This community continues to grow. Organized play has been so awesome, and it's been amazing seeing so many new and returning players jumping into Valhalla.
Absolutely. Well, let's get into the reveals.
Yeah, let's do it. So to kick things off today, we have a Twilight Clan Riders Common Army expansion.
There's the ninjas.
Tell us about these guys, Lee.
Well, riding into battle on high-tech motorcycles, the Twilight Clan Riders are a squad of ninjas from future Earth. They are a two-figure common squad built around speed infiltration and assassination style
8
gameplay.
move.
With a speed of 8 and Phantom Ride, they can move through all figures and never take leaving engagement attacks, which makes them excellent at bypassing enemy screens and threatening protected support units and backline heroes. And because they're a common squad, they scale really well in larger Utgar builds.
And thanks to Ninja Carry, they can bring your other ninjas with them. Great for
Yeah, it's
setting
sweet.
up Storm
It's like the
Shadow
Reavers.
for a Whirlwind Assault or moving Tanuki Tricksters
Having
up
multiples
for
in a box.
Nagewaza. They're really designed to help reposition your ninja armies quickly and aggressively.
And before they attack normally, they can attack a figure they drove through that turn with their Twilight / special attack. What's really neat is they don't even need line of sight for that attack. So even though there are only 2 units in the squad, they can attack up to 4 total times.
Yeah.
They really
And it's
reward
a special.
careful movement planning and sequencing.
You also might have noticed that this expansion comes with 2 copies of the Twilight Clan Riders. That's a new approach we're taking to common army expansions that helps us keep the prices accessible. Plus, it gets more of the commons you want into your hands. So, it's a win-win. As usual, you can choose between the limited edition
35
premium
bucks?
painted set or the regular
That's
unpainted
pretty
edition.
good.
Standard unpainted is $35 and premium painted is $55. And you can pre-order either now for an October release by clicking the links in the chat. Up next, we've got a squad from a place in Earth's history that Heroscape hasn't visited yet. India. The students
Nice.
of Kalari Payat Common Army Expansion introduces master martial artists who wield
Yeah, 35 is good.
swords with deadly precision.
This squad is all about spacing, precision attacks, and tactical positioning. Mastering the Urumi involves perfecting one's perception, and with Become All Eyes, the students add 1 to their attack and defense when they have no one adjacent to them. So they really reward careful positioning and maintaining distance from other figures. And because they have reach, they can attack figures up to 2 spaces away with 4 attack dice.
But if they do get surrounded, they can still hold their own. Arumi Strikes lets them make an additional attack against another adjacent figure after attacking, so they can threaten multiple enemies at once if opponents try to swarm them. They're a really unique melee squad for Ular players.
And that's this army
35
expansion.
bucks.
The standard edition of this expansion will be available for $35, and the premium painted edition will be $55. You can pre-order these now for an October release. And as always, link is in the chat.
All right, next up, we've got a really fun one.
Oh,
This is Krampus.
it's Krampus. That was
Krampus
the
truly a
predictions
terrifying
and
large beast.
led to it.
He's from Phelan, and he specializes in disrupting enemy armies in a very unique way. With Into the Basket, Krampus
He's a large
can kill
beast.
small and medium enemy figures and temporarily remove them from the battlefield. That makes him really effective at breaking up formation-based armies and interfering with enemy order marker plans. He's especially dangerous against common squads.
And what's really fun is that
Dang.
even after he's destroyed, the chaos doesn't stop. When Krampus takes wounds, captured figures have a chance to escape from the basket. Then after he's destroyed, the basket itself stays on the battlefield
That would
as a
be cool.
cliff, and figures continue climbing out over time.
So he creates a lot of really memorable battlefield moments and shifting port states. Your opponent never fully knows when their figures are going to come back out. And because of that, Krampus creates a lot of tension and unpredictability during the game.
Time for
And
Ripley's
also, as a large beast,
record. How
Krampus
many
can bond with Hollow
people did you get in
Shark,
Krampus's
which
basket in one
get
game?
even more action economy out of this figure stealing nightmare.
Krampus will be available as a premium painted Renegade web store exclusive for $25. Pre-orders open today for an October release, and you can check the link in the chat below.
Interesting. Oh, he's pre-painted, exclusive.
Next up, we've got marketing manager Jordan Gaeta's personal favorite.
Why is it black and
this
white?
is Dr. Torvik Morenster and his masterpiece.
Dr. Torvik Morenstein is an elf wizard and scientist from Phelan. He's obsessed with creating life.
Elf
With
Wizard.
Grave Robber, anytime a figure is destroyed within 5 spaces of Torvik or another friendly scientist or wizard, he gains a parts marker. Then, once he's collected 3 parts markers, he can summon Mornstein's Masterpiece directly onto the battlefield. So the whole army is built around this really fun 2-stage gameplay experience.
And while he's building toward that summon, he's still dangerous on his own. Channel Lightning Special Attack jumps between clustered enemies. That makes him really good at punishing tight formations and softening up enemy groups while he gathers parts.
Then, once Masterpiece enters the
60
battlefield,
point filler
things get
for like
really dangerous. The
2 figures.
Masterpiece has an attack of 5 and
Wow.
resolve,
That's a lot of
which
attack.
grants automatic shields to help keep him alive. He's designed to create a dramatic momentum swing in the middle of the battle.
So he has
But
one auto
because
shield.
this
That's
is
pretty good.
Heroscape horror science, there's a catch. With unbelievable rage, after taking a turn with a scientist or wizard, you can take a free turn with the Masterpiece, unless you roll a 1 through 3. Then your opponent takes control of him instead.
Basically,
so it's a really fun, high-risk, high-reward unit that creates a lot of memorable moments.
This expansion will be
Marku.
available as a Renegade web store exclusive for $25 this October. You can pre-order now using the link in the chat below.
Interesting.
All right.
Another Renegade
We've
exclusive.
Got a big thing to reveal today, so brace yourselves. Over the last year, one of the biggest requests we've seen from the Heroscape community has been for classic units to return to shelves.
Yeah, Marku.
And honestly, this is something we've wanted to do for a really long time. So today, we're excited to officially announce the beginning of our remastered army expansion line for Heroscape.
These are classic fan favorite units returning with updated premium sculpts, and they're now legal and contemporary as well as all time. Whoa. And we're kicking things off with some absolute legends. First up, we have the Champions of Jandar Remastered Army Expansion.
Gilbert!
This set includes updated sculpts for both Sir Gilbert and Alistair McDurk.
Oh!
And it
Valkyrie
also
dice!
includes brand new Jandar Valkyrie dice and an embroidered Jandar dice bag.
Alistair McDurk remains one of the most aggressive
Look at those muscles
champions in Heroscape. Just as before, his stats are the same. With 6 life and 5 attack, he's already a strong frontline hero. But with Overextend, he can wound himself
it comes with
once
2 cards
round to immediately take another turn. And that, in result, it'll create some explosive offensive turns, and it synergizes especially well with the McDurk Warriors.
And Sir Gilbert is still one of the best support heroes for Jandar melee armies.
Gilbert.
His attack aura boosts adjacent melee figures, and Jandar's dispatch helps move your squads around the battlefield before
I like the way he looks.
take their turns. He remains a foundational hero for champion and Jandar builds, working with old squads that bond with human champions, as well as the Frostclaw Paladins and new Gnarlfur Raiders.
This set is truly a celebration of
that's interesting
2
with
iconic
Gnarls.
Heroscape heroes, and I'm very excited for it. And I'm also here for it too because it's amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool. We've been sitting on this one for a while, so it's great that we get to talk to everybody about it finally. The unpainted version is $45, and the premium painted version is $55. Both released this October, so pre-order at the link in the chat now. Next up, the Knights of Weston finally returning.
I could get some originals now. Well, not originals,
but...
but...
Army expansion includes 2 full squads for a total of 8 figures with updated high-quality sculpts. The Knights remain one of the most iconic melee squads in Heroscape. With 4 defense and human champion bonding, they're an incredibly reliable foundation for Jandar armies. They work naturally with heroes like Sir Gilbert, and Alistair McDurk, and even Jeanne d'Arc.
And Coward's Reward makes it really difficult for opponents to disengage from them safely. If your opponent tries to run away, the Knights become even more
What squad's next?
They're just such a classic hold-the-line kind of unit for
4th Mass?
And this is definitely one that longtime fans have been asking for.
The guy's the Bond.
The unpainted version is $35,
with,
and the premium
with Alistair.
$55. And of course, we couldn't bring back Alistair without also bringing back the McDurk Warriors.
McDurk Warriors.
This common army expansion also includes 2 full squads for a total of 8 figures with updated high-quality sculpts. The McDurks are all about aggressive, high-risk
I really like
combat.
having 2X
With
commons,
Highland Fury, they
and
gain
we're not gonna have
additional
anything
attack
like
for every
extra.
wound their chosen human.
The
For
worst
every
thing you're gonna
wound
have
their
is an
chosen
extra
human
squad,
champion
not like an
achievement.
extra
Oh my
hero
goodness,
that
that is a lot of work.
a common hero you can't
So, as your chieftain gets
field.
closer to death, the McDurks become more and more dangerous.
And because they also have human champion bonding, they pair naturally with heroes.
Yeah, I'm super
like
excited about
Alistair
the
McDurk.
McDurks and
So
Knights.
overextend becomes even
I have a
more
bunch of 3D
interesting
prints of them.
because wounding Alistair
They're too
actually
expensive to
powers
buy,
up your squad.
and they're hard to find.
They're a perfect example of classic Heroscape risk versus reward design.
Yeah, if you already
The
have them,
painted version is $35.
just
and
getting
the
one
premium
squad
painted
for the heck of it
version
for
is
collectability.
$55. All right, and finally, one more classic
Zetacron!
hero to Valhalla. Zetacron
He is
Remastered.
fantastic filler.
Zetacron remains one of the most efficient sniper
Cool.
heroes in Heroscape. With a range of 8, he can threaten
It'll be
enemy
fun to
heroes
compare
from incredible distances.
the original to
And
the new
Deadly Shot
sculpt
doubles
and details.
Every skull rolled when attacking. So, despite already being a giant Soulborg, he can hit way above his weight class.
He's simple to learn, but really rewarding to master because positioning matters so much with him. He fits naturally into Soulborg armies or even just as a standalone ranged threat.
And honestly, he's just one of the most iconic ranged heroes in Heroscape history.
Absolutely. Yes, I see everyone in the chat is freaking
20
out.
bucks.
I'm so glad you guys are excited, and as excited as we are. The unpainted version
Yeah,
is $20.
the new
and
sculpts
the
look
limited
good.
premium painted version
They look
is
good.
$30. You can pre-order both now for an October release using the links in the chat.
And before we wrap up our review,
Use my link.
and talk about organized play, we
Affiliate
have a
link.
new pre-order promo for all of these October releases to show you.
All right, Soulborg fans, this next reveal is
Our pre-order.
for you. Introducing Deathwalker
10 defense.
10,000.
Deathwalker 10,000 follows in the very heavy footsteps of the other Deathwalkers that came before him. He has a massive 10 defense while still keeping the classic Deathwalker single point of life. So, just like the original Deathwalkers, he can either feel
Blurry, I
indestructible
can't see his
or
abilities.
explode immediately.
But he does bring some new utility to Utgar's Soulborg armies too. Plating optimization protects unique Utgar Soulborgs you control from non-attack
there you go.
special powers like Sudema's
Ignore.
Petrifying Glare. So he
Ignore
helps reinforce
powers.
Soulborg-focused builds defensively, while still being a huge offensive threat.
And of course, the real star here is the Annihilation Beam special attack. It fires in a straight line, extending 10 spaces from Deathwalker 10,000. Then every skull rolled lets you keep rolling more attack dice. And once you stop rolling skulls, you add an additional automatic skull to the result. So the damage ceiling on this attack is theoretically unlimited. And it creates some really exciting dice moments.
A laser
Deathwalker
beam for sure.
10,000 will be available as a pre-order
10
promo
range
for
too.
any of the October Nostr's Nightmare releases. And that's going to be all for today's new army expansion reveals. Here's a look at the shipping guide for everything from today. This time around, it's pretty easy. Since everything releases in October, you are safe to bundle everything
That's a huge wave, though.
And thanks so much for hanging out with us and checking out everything coming to Heroscape this October.
Yes, lots of exciting things, and I'm glad you are all as excited as we are. But before we wrap up, we do have a
let's see what we got in
in
organized play.
Organized
After all this, we'll do our giveaway
our
for those that are here.
First up, we've got a new tournament prize figure to reveal.
Sam
this
Brown.
Is something longtime Heroscape fans have been waiting a very long time for. We're excited to announce that Samuel Brown is finally getting an official release.
Samuel Brown is a valiant patriot hero from the American
for
Revolution who fights for Jandar. He's designed as a really mobile skirmisher hero. With fire and rush special attack, he can attack from range, reposition up to 5 spaces, and then potentially attack again in melee. So he creates these really satisfying hit and run turns.
He can function as range support early in the game or rush in later to finish off wounded heroes. And because he's a valiant Jandar hero, he works really well in a lot of existing Jandar armies. He pairs especially well with units like the Gnarlfur Raiders coming in July. Samuel Brown will be available as a tournament prize at
Yeah,
participating
you could
local
be good
game
with
stores
Gnarls.
October 2026 through February 2027. Your local game stores can pre-order this prize kit on the Battle Network now, so be sure to let them know that you're interested. And as usual, Samuel Brown will later become available on the Renegade web store for purchase after the prize availability window
Yeah, Zetacron's
concludes.
super cool. I'm excited.
Speaking of events at your friendly local game
Lions.
stores, Lee, I heard you've been a part of the Alliance War that's raging on right now. What's all that about?
I have. So I went to the game center in Roseville,
Yeah, who's running?
Minnesota, where over 30
Who's running
players
Knights?
gather to play Heroscape. So the Alliance War has
The
staff
students look
visiting
pretty good
Heroscape
too.
events across the country, bringing exclusive pins and foil-stamped plastic army cards. The winner of each event claims their win for the alliance of their choice. And at the end of the year, the faction with the most wins will have a victory item designed and released by Renegade.
Have we revealed what that is yet?
Nope.
Ooh,
You're
are they
hearing
gonna
it
give
here
us a sneak
first.
peek?
The faction that wins the Alliance War will have a Heroscape figure designed just for that faction by Renegade.
A Heroscape
Very
figure.
similar to like how the World Championship winner each year is immortalized in Heroscape. And beyond that, the Alliance's win and the arrival of this character will provide a huge advantage for them over the other alliances
That's
in
kind of
Heroscape's
cool.
ongoing storylines.
We need it to
For a
be
full list of
Umbral
upcoming
Covenant.
Alliance War events,
Yes,
you can
the
reference
Umbral
the
Covenant.
roadmap on the Heroscape website. We'll drop the link in chat.
Well, speaking of major Heroscape battles, let's talk about the Valkyrie trials.
Yeah. So the next Valkyrie trial kit
That's
features
sweet
Sergeant Drake
looking
Alexander. There'll be a
card
golden
for
metallic based
Alexander.
Sergeant Drake Alexander figure for first place, silver based versions for second through eighth
No.
place, and then the new Katana of Thorian treasure glyph and blue Jandar order markers for all participants. The schedule of Valkyrie trials for July 2026 through June 2027 has finally been revealed. We have nearly 20 locations receiving Valkyrie trials in this next season.
Very exciting stuff. Looking forward to it. Well, speaking of cool Heroscape events,
Store
championships
championships.
are rolling to a close over this month of June. And it's been an awesome season for Heroscape so far. We saw over 120 stores apply to hold Heroscape Store Championships this year. Almost every weekend from April to June was packed with
There we go.
multiple Heroscape Store Championships. And that's a whole lot of buys to day 2 of Gen Con this year.
It is. And Gen Con's going to be busy with lots of new prizes for Heroscape players and
is that what it said?
several new events.
I guess we're doing something like.
Where players compete
Oh,
in 2
look at those
day 1
dice.
heats to qualify for day 2.
Those look cool. I love those colors.
Those players, along with our store champ winners
And they
Valkyrie
did red
trial
and blue.
winners, and they all duke it out for top 32. On day 3,
Brown
the top
order
32
markers.
will compete to become the Heroscape World Champion for 2026. And speaking of World Championship prizes,
That's
we
pretty
have
cool.
the final
I like
art
that.
for the exclusive Worlds T-shirt to reveal.
That looks cool.
The composition for this
Got
year's shirt was
Sudama
done by
and
Eugen.
that
It features Sudama
samurai guy.
facing off against Kaiga, and it's super neat.
It is super neat. I am a huge fan of Eugen's art and Eugen as a person.
What is that?
This is really cool. We also
Is that a championship ring?
To our prizing lineup for the World Championship this year. The World Champion will take home a custom championship ring and display case.
That
Perfect
is
to flex
crazy.
at your local tournaments or to display
Oh my
on your shelf
gosh.
with all your minis. And don't worry,
I have to win that.
I have to wear that. We'll be bringing a custom championship ring for you for your 2025 win. Maybe you'll take home 2 rings this year. Who knows?
That is hilarious.
And I know there's a lot of great players lined up to compete this year.
Oh my gosh.
I honestly, I can't wait to see who takes home the title.
Absolutely. We have a lot
I
more
know,
going
right?
on than just the World Championships, too. Check out our side events on our Gen Con 2026 page. We also have the return of the Heroscape Bounty event and the new Heroscape Expeditions game mode. For
Well,
more
the
organized play
expeditions.
updates, check out the organized play updates video coming later today with
That'd be
William
cool
and
to see.
Dylan at 11:30 a.m. Pacific.
I also want to remind
Oh,
everyone that we
yeah.
have a special figure releasing for Gen Con, Elin Fufua.
Even if you're not at Gen Con, you can still get this figure from our
If
website
you were unaware,
the weekend of
Il
the con,
Fufua
so
is
mark
Lee
your
Huff
calendars.
backwards.
Well, that's all for now. So
Yeah.
thanks so much for coming over the rest of the year for Heroscape. And
Wow.
we're excited to see
That
you
was
all
a
at
great
Gen Con.
reveal.
And with that, we have reached the end
I know.
of this
We're getting
Heroscape reveal
getting
stream, but don't worry, we
championship
got a whole
rig.
day of videos planned. So next up at 11, we'll be revealing more Renegade titles. So stick around to see what's coming next for our other games. And that'll be with me and Rena. At 11:30, we'll be diving even deeper into Heroscape organized play. Then at noon, we have a Heroscape
Oops.
game dev roundtable with Alex and Dylan talking about a bunch of the new stuff we just announced.
And at 12:30, join community coordinator William Wellman and Heroscape community legend and our world championship head judge Ken Williams for some world championship strategies. At 1, Hexala is back for another Renegade Con.
All right, that's just the schedule. That is really cool. Super excited for all of this stuff going on. Let's see what we got here. I think it's safe to say, wait, these are releasing. It's a whole new line. These are just first. I'm just at work. So you can hear everything. Re-releasing some old figures. The time includes, yep. And then it's been pretty happy with the last two of these. Yeah. So, anyways, that's very exciting, guys. I think it's super cool. The remasters, the championship ring. I think that's super cool. A lot of cool figures. Let's go check them out. Do they have them up here yet? No. Usually they're like instantly on the website. Am I missing something? Ah, because we're done with Age of Annihilation, we're moving to the Secrets of Citadel. Ah, there we go. So, yeah, here it is. Nostrous Nightmare, all our new guys. Do you want to do the giveaway or you want to look through guys? Yeah, I just clicked on the wrong thing. That was on Age of Annihilation. You got to go to Secrets of the Citadel. So. So, what do you guys want to do? You want to do the giveaway right now, or do you want to go through the character bios? All right, yeah, let's do it. Okay. All right, well, let's do it. Let's start with our first guy here. We have Dr. Torvik Morenstein. Well, he's got a whole bio. Look at that. All right, we'll look through some of them, and then we'll do the giveaway, and then we'll finish. So the thing that I wanted to look at, though, on this guy. So first off, so grave robber. So every time something dies, it's 5 spaces away. He gets those. He gets these chartreuse parts. So he gets a parts marker. When he gets 3, he can do it's alive once per game. Okay, that's what I was wondering if he could do it multiple times, like bring him back to life, but it's just once per game that you can summon his monster. You may remove them to place your Morstein's masterpiece onto the battlefield adjacent. Okay, cool. And then this, how many times can you hit? Choose a figure to attack. You may also choose a second figure within 3 color spaces figure, and then a third. Okay, so it does 3. That's cool. Yeah, it's a mini Quohan. So pretty cool. For 40 points, I mean, 4 life, that's 10 points of life. Like, that's great. The 9th Wizard. So I think that's awesome. He's going to be a good Like for 60 points, you have like a good decent build of a filler. The thing about him though, you do need things to be dying around him. Acolytes maybe. Just kill your acolytes. Turn 1, you just kill 3 acolytes and you get him back. He could go good in a build that has that. I could see that. All right, let's look at his monster masterpiece. What is he? Oh, interesting. Oh, unaffiliated. Okay, interesting. 20 points, man, for 5 life, and he has good move. Six move, and then he has attack 5, and then he has an auto shield. This is better than Marku in some ways. It's just you have to get him out though, so you need things to die. But like, what a great combo to have some acolytes in the start zone. And what do we do with acolytes in the start zone? We kill them. That's what you do, right? So you take a step out, with your Revna heroes, blow them up, and then you have that, and it's what, 20 plus 6 plus 40, so that's 60, and acolytes are 40, so 100 points. You have that little build, and you throw in the queen or the lich scav or something. You blow them up, and then he's ready to go, and that's your end game piece. Those two figures, 6 move, 5 attack, and then the multi attack with the that seems pretty cool. Have to play around with that. So, and then his Marku that can hurt himself. But yeah, that resolve is good though. Basically, he's roughly 3 defense. Can be pretty strong. All right, let's look at Krampus. I'm super stoked for Krampus. I don't know who else isn't excited for Krampus. He looks sweet. That into the basket. So smaller, medium figures adjacent to Krampus roll the 20-sided die. So if the figure is common, it's only a 5. So almost always you're going to be eating up common figures, which helps Halushot a ton. One, it's a large beast, right? That's super cool. 90 points, the same as like an ice troll. So you can have him, a bunch of ice trolls, and then he can be eating up these common heroes. And then he's got decent life. He's got good move, good attack, defensive 3. That's just what everything seems to have these days. But he can also put in the basket unique heroes. Like you could literally just eat up, like, imagine like Gilbert. Like, oh, I took Gilbert. No more bonding, no more movement. So it's very interesting stuff. And then we have out of the basket, after Krampus takes 1 or more wounds from an attack but is not destroyed, each player with 1 or more figures from their army card may roll the 20-sided die. If they roll 13 or higher, they may place 1 figure from their army that is on your Krampus basket glyph card onto an empty space. So you can get him out by wounding him, so he'll drop them. And then if he's destroyed, this is kind of the same thing. Let's see. At the start of each turn, that player may first, on the card on the battlefield, as close to this glyph as possible. If there are no figures remaining on this card, immediately destroy this. Yeah, so when he's dead, then just 1 guy pops out at a time per turn. So like, I don't know, like could you imagine getting like 10 guys in the basket? All the honor cards into the basket. Yeah. Like there's just so many interesting things you could do. But the thing about the honor guard though, unfortunately, is they are unique. So you're gonna have to get a 15 or higher versus the 5. So that is the thing about unique builds, because I was thinking it'd be really good in like Singleton, but in Singleton that type of stuff is going to be a little harder because most things are going to be unique. But I think he's going to be great. He's going to make Halushot better. That's the thing. Whenever a beast comes out, Halushot gets better. Stocks go up. Okay, bike riders. These guys look pretty strong for 55 points. Ninjas, just cheap apparently. 8 move is crazy, and 5 defense, like that's a lot of good block. Attack 3, and then the special 3. So, and the ninja carry. So you can take like turn 1, you take like Storm Shadow or Snake Eyes or one of the ninjas and carry them with you. And you can carry 2, right? So you could grab Jinx and Kamakura, grab them both, carry them over, drop them off. On the way, you make an attack, and then you make another attack with each of these guys. So like you can literally be carrying people and doing double attack for 55 points. I think there's going to be some cool ninja stuff going on. That's a lot of shenanigans. That's cool. I'm excited to see how that turns out. Painting guides. Yeah, I mean, like, 8 move is just crazy. You get so far with that. Oh, man. All right, we'll see how that turns out. Okay, then we got the students. These guys look strong. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, if there's no dead honor card, you can't infect anything. All right, our students. This is fun. These swords are crazy. What's crazy is like this is a real fighting technique thing that they had, and they're like these whip swords. So it's kind of fun that they're. I don't even know where you find this type of stuff. So they do have reach, which makes sense because of their width, right? So that gives them 2 space. Cool. So you get to add 1 to their value, which makes strong. 3 threes, 6 moves. So the 6 move is good. The 3 threes just standard, right? But reach, which means you're gonna have attack of 4 a lot because you get on height with the reach, and 6 move you can get there pretty easily. Become all eyes. A student of a card that is not adjacent to any figure adds 1 to its attack and defense values. Okay, so they're basically 4/4s if they're not engaged. And then height, attack of 5. Oof, that's a lot of damage. And then the Rumi strikes. After each student of Kalari Paya attacks for the first time each turn, if that student attacked an adjacent figure, that student may attack 1 additional normal attack against a different figure. Okay, cool. So if you could move 1 figure up, engage 2, hit 1, kill it, hit the other, kill it. But what's really cool is if you position properly, you could move up to 1 figure and you have an attack of 3, right? Let's say you get on height. So you do attack of 4 and kill that guy. And now you can reach and get another guy that's 1 space away. So you're going to have to space really wisely with these guys because knowing that they can get double attack. That's 6 attacks. That's 6 attacks. And attack of 4, attack of 5, reach. 70 points. I think they're going to be pretty good. Gilbert. All right, Gilbert. And there's nothing new about Gilbert. I think his points are a little different. I think he's a little bit more now, which is good because he's just really good. But if you didn't know who Gilbert was, fantastic with the knights. You get to roll all the Jandar dice. It's crazy because sometimes you get knights that move 6 and then 4, so it's like, they're giving off a Cathar Spearman kind of without engagement strike, which is good because engagement strike is the feels bad of those Cathar Spearmen. So, but man, and then we have Gilbert. So Gilbert, the movement I haven't actually gone to a tournament with the knights yet, ever. I don't think. I just play tested with them a bunch. But when you roll those dice and you're like boom, and you get 3 or 4 symbols, your knights have like 8 move. That's crazy because they have great stats too. So Gilbert is going to be cool to get. Alistar. I really like I do like the model and I like their art with him. He just looks more scary and he is scary. He is scary. Yeah, I like this card a lot the way this looks. So if you weren't familiar with Alistar, his big thing, like he hits hard and then he has overextend. He can bond with knights. He can bond with McDurks. He can bond with the Frostclaws and Gnarl apparently too. Ooh, with the Gnarls. Yeah, but overextend. So there's a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, his sword is so much bigger. Yeah, it's 150 on Gilbert's card, so it did go up. Which, yeah. So yeah, there we go. Alistar, super cool guy. And then we have Zetacron. I really like this art. That makes him look really cool. His sculpt looks pretty updated, so that's cool. And he's one of those great fillers. 60 points. He does really good. So at the tournament at Scape Summit, Ozzy Mondius opened up with Zetacron. He got on height. He shot down with attack of 3. He got all 3 skulls, so it was 6 skulls basically on my queen that had just stepped out of the start zone, and I took 4 wounds. 4 wounds just right off the bat. And he's a 60-point figure and almost killed my queen. He almost one-shot my queen. So, and I think he killed a couple more bugs or did some more damage somewhere. But like 60 points he is really good for 60 points. Range 8 and the deadly shot. Like I've seen him pull off some crazy things. End game, opener, like there's a lot of good stuff that you can do with Zetacron. So that'll be cool to have him in contemporary. Like that's a huge range factor. Yeah, it ranges a lot of things. So, and then we have the Knights of Weston. So these guys, I like this art. I think it looks cool. I really like the updated art. Like I know that's the original style of just pictures of the minis, but I prefer, more fancy artwork. But these guys are just good. They're just good. So like the stats here, they're 4 moves, so they're slow. But when you pair them with Gilbert, they're actually pretty fast, and great development because you move these guys up 4, you do the Jandars thing, and you move the other 4 up, but you move different ones, so you get developed quite quickly. And then attack of 3, 3 does wounds. Defense 4 blocks a lot. So like they just have the stats. There's 4 of them, and they bond. Like it doesn't get much better than that. And you don't want to run away from them because that's a double disengagement. So they're pretty sweet. I like them a lot. We'll see how they go. And yeah, they're 80 points. I think the original is like 70, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, Knights Weston originally 70, and Gilbert was originally 105. So Gilbert's been pumped up. I mean, from what I can tell, I think you do get both the cards. I think you're getting both. I don't know. So you're getting the basic side. Yeah, so you're getting 2. Yeah, you're getting 2 cards. That's what I understand. Cool. Those are the Knights. And then we have the McDurks. McDurks are cool. Again, they're the 4-man squad. They're like the cheaper version of the Knights. Well, I don't even know if you call them, but they're just so different. But they get a bond, so that's cool. But you pick your like chieftain is what they call it. You pick your chieftain, so you pick Alistair usually, and for every wound on him, they increase their attack. So if he overextends, he's getting more. He gets hit, he gets more. So these guys, depending on how damaged your chieftain is, you can get crazy attacks. Like 5, 6, 7. I think you can get up to like 7. Yeah, you get up to 7. So that's pretty cool. But it does have to be human champion. Imagine if you could bond with Birdie, because he's got a lot more life, so you could get more attack. But anyways, pretty cool. A lot of fun. Okay, I think that's all those. Let's just look at the promos. Okay, so our new promos really is Deathwalker. Deathwalker 10,000. I think he has a cool scope. I like it. Art is cool. Look at that. This is huge gun blasting his Annihilation Beam. So a line 10, attack 1. So you roll 1 skull. If you roll a skull, you roll again. So technically, if you roll 2, you roll 3, you roll 4, 5, 6, 7, and then blank. And then you add an automatic skull. So no matter what, you're doing 1 skull. But if you can get that, if you get 2 skulls in a row, that's 3, and 3 kills things for sure. 2 kills things. That's it's kind of a crazy ability. But that's Deathwalker, right? They're always just like they're rolling dice, and you're in your luck. You're playing luck, right? So, but 50% chance that you do 2 wounds. That's it. 50% chance. which is probably higher than some of the other guys that just roll 2 skulls. So let's see. Apparently Gilbert's dice bag is big enough to fit the cards in it. Oh, that's kind of cool. What else we got? With re-release figures, have they said how many they plan to re-release? And do you get the old and new cards they showed? Yeah, so it looks like you get both new and new cards. They haven't said what they plan, but it sounds like it's a process and that they're going to continue to release old stuff. Who knows how much or which ones? Will they do it all eventually? I don't know. Yeah, McDirk's come down in price. Oh yeah, McDirk's did come down, huh? 65. Oh dang, McDirk's are 80. Yeah, that's good. That's even cheaper than Delta pricing. Yeah, 65. Might make them kind of good. Yeah, that's a good question. Does each squad? Might. Yeah, you can get 1-on-1. Yeah, we'll have to ask and find out for sure if you're getting 4 sets of cards or just 2, one remastered, one not. I mean, generally speaking, you end up having more cards than you ever need when you're getting all these comments, but whatever. Anyways, Deathwalker, cool. And yeah, he can't die from special attacks. Thank goodness, because that would be such a bummer. And then Samuel Brown. So he actually came out apparently as like an exclusive figure promo or something, but he didn't get a card or something. Something weird, but here he is. He is here to play. It's fun because his ability is you shoot, move up, and attack, and then you get an extra dice when you attack. So he's a good. Yep. So you can definitely you could bring all the Deathwalkers, and none of them could die from special abilities unless you kill him first. But that's pretty cool. So, man, that's exciting. I think this is a really exciting wave. Like, prices are down. Common packs are 2x of everything. And we have reintroduced old figures, classic coming back. I mean, what else could you ask for? I think we're doing great. Axe grinders with the dwarf cavalry. Can they group up together? I don't know. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right, let's do this giveaway. The Wheel of Names. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of people in here. Let's see if I can. I don't know how I can grab all of these. Yeah, we got Kraz. We got Kurt. We got Alex. We got Starling. We got Dreamer. We got Bill. Who else is in here? We got Wolf. And we got Nuka. All right. Let me know if I. Oh, then we got Frostclaw. Yeah, say here. If you're here, say here. So I can get your name on here. So far, this is what I got. That's pretty good odds. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Anybody else? Anybody else? Let me know if you're here. I put you're just Nuka. I got Bill. Oh, we got Chris. I don't have Chris on there. Jason. Okay, add Jason. Yeah, I don't have Jason. Anybody else I'm missing? Is that it? Are we good? Are we ready to roll? Nobody's going to miss out that's here? Yeah, I think that's everybody. Yeah, I think that's good. I think we're good. Yeah, we got 15 viewers currently. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Or is that we had 15? Yeah, so, okay, I think we had 15 different people. Oh, nope, there's another person. All right, we got Baines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, we'll give everybody like 10 more seconds. If you are here, say here. If you don't see your name, and I've abbreviated names. Oh, Nicole. Hey, I think you won our last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Anybody else? I think there's 14 people, so I'm missing one person. And I don't know who it is. See if you can find yourself not on this list. Yeah, I don't see anybody else on here, so I think, or at least not in the comments. Oh, is it 13 now? Okay, yeah, maybe this thing's off. All right, we're gonna roll. All right, so whoever wins, we'll get a pick from the prizes. The current prizes, whoever wins, you just DM me on Discord, and then I'll show you what prizes are available. And this is because we hit 325 subscribers. We're currently sitting at like 331 or 32 now. So thank you for everybody. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. That would be great. Help build the channel. You know, that's why I do the giveaways. I'm just trying to grow the channel, trying to get to 500 and then trying to get to 1,000. Then all this hard work, I might get pennies back for ads. But I just do it because I love Heroscape and it's fun. And I like all of you guys, and I appreciate all of you for supporting and being here. And it's fun, and it makes me enjoy it more. So anyways. Oh no. Can you not hear me? Okay. Sounds good. All right. You ready? Here we go. We're going to roll it. Good luck. Oh, we got a winner. Looks like it was Alex. Alex Giggler 5577. Congrats. I'll put it in the chat here just so make sure we get that. Giggler 557. 557. 5577. Congrats. DM me. you're the AI bot on Discord. Okay, perfect. Awesome. I was like, you're an AI bot? What? Cool. Congrats. Well, thanks everybody for watching. That was fun. A great reveal. I think Renegade crushed it on that one. I'm excited. I'm happy, and can't wait to get all those figures. And it's going to change up the meta too. Contemporary meta is going to change a ton with all of these. Students are going to change it. The Gilbert and Knights and Alistair and McDurks, like those common sets, are going to be huge. Got a couple cool fillers. Got a Deathwalker, Zetacron. Like that's some good fill-ins and some good army cores. So I think it's going to be. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. So thank you, everybody. Please subscribe, and there's also a hype button. There's a like button. If you didn't know, there's a hype button. If you want to hype these videos, that would be super helpful because it gets it out to even more people. And so that way we get more people finding Heroscape so we can grow the community. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll have some more videos coming out soon. I'm working on the monthly Heroscape Herald with a bunch of updates for Escape Summit and different things. So we'll see you around. Peace out. I'm going to end the stream right now. Bye.